This is no lie. This is Luke Isler sitting next to me.
I'm still alive.
As the good old days.
I've made it.
As you would remember, in season 1, he was the trusty, the fun, I don't know what else to describe you, but you were the interesting
The bearded co-host.
Yeah, the bearded co-host.
There we go.
The guy who likes his defenders and his Hiluxes. Although,
not the Hilux so much, but yes.
Yes. But
Debatable.
anyway, we have decided that for one episode special, we're going to do an awards ceremony, on the Overrun awards ceremony for 2020, where we give some awards away to certain cars that, of course, we have not driven, but we've only seen.
Disclaimer.
But I wanted to get Luke part of it because I was like, well, we started this with him. We might as well have this special with him, get him included. Throughout 2020, he was a part of it. He was part of the discussions. So why not include him in this special? So welcome, Luke.
Thank you, Morten.
Please inform the viewers and the listeners what you've been doing with your time.
So I've been working. I started last year in September, and I'm working on a wine farm now. Busy life. Waking up at 5:15 in the morning, and I get back at about 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. So I've just been up and down 24/7, getting ready for harvest now as well. Big thing. But that is the main thing that I've been doing, and setting up the homestead, if I can put it like that way. Couch and everything, get that sorted. So It's been easy. Haven't driven a lot of anything really.
Yes.
So
You've driven a lot of your bicycle.
I've driven a lot of my bicycle. Exactly. We can do it. I'll wash the bicycle and we can do an episode on road bikes.
Oh, really?
Produced by car manufacturers.
Yes.
That could be because I know
That would
McLaren.
be because I know Aston Martin, Mercedes,
McLaren, all of them.
Morgan.
There you have it.
There you have it. So
Peugeot, some classics.
That is why you are here to hear about bicycles and road bikes.
Precisely. You see, you hit the hail. You hit the hail. You hit the nail. The nail.
So, yes, as Luke said, he was been working. If you want to know what he does, he makes wine, and you don't really need to know
I help.
more.
I'm not making wine yet.
He helps.
I'm helping
to make wine.
I help
yes.
to make wine.
But it's very nice wine. So, Luke, well done.
Thank you.
But anyway, nice to have you here. We'll be chatting some cars today.
Yes.
We have 6 awards.
I suppose that's the point of this today.
We have six awards to give away while we are drinking our cold brew coffee.
Cold brew coffee.
Yes, I'll say. Gezondheid, yeah.
Thank you for being
So
here.
we're having
Lekker gezondheid.
Cold brew coffee while we're chatting some cars. And we have, as I said, 6 awards to give away. Some quite interesting and peculiar ones. Not your typical awards.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
not your typical awards. Not your like hard hatch of the year, family sedan of the year, performance car of the year, Jeremy Clarkson's car of the year. It's not... It's Alfa Romeo. But anyway, none of that. We have some interesting ones. And we have...
Uncle Stephen, if you're watching, this is for you. Eh?
Yes, please do. But anyway, so without further ado, let's chat about the Toyota Hilux. What do you think? The new one.
Oh, the new one. It looks like the... What is it? Is it the Tundra? The other?
Yes. Yeah. The bigger Toyota
It looks like a Tundra to me.
Yeah.
To be honest. But... And this is for Marius, because I looked at his Instagram and I saw he went and did the whole thing with the Hilux and stuff. I like it a lot. It's great. It's capable. Everything like it's a Hilux, like it should be. It looks stunning. Although it looks like a Tundra, it's still a stunning car.
Yeah.
I've
for
got
some
no complaints.
reason, there's just something about the new Legend series Hilux
that is just stunning.
it grips me. It's like your Hiluxes, your Ford Rangers these days are like normal cars. Simple.
I really
drive,
think Toyota,
comfortable.
someone in Toyota woke up and then everything changed. I mean, just the new cars is net.
Yeah, so Toyota's doing very well.
Yeah.
Another car also, Mercedes AMG 1. This is a possibility for this year. Well, hopefully it comes out. Are you excited?
Not as excited as you are.
No, I'm quite excited.
I can say I'm
Mercedes
not as excited as
hypercar.
you. Yeah,
It's very exciting.
It's I mean, proper stuff. Respect to Mercedes and everything. It's going to be sick when it comes out, and I'm looking forward to hearing and seeing and getting all the videos and stuff, and wait for Shmi to be the first person to review it probably.
Yes.
But like I said, I'm not as excited as you are because I know this has been coming for a while.
And the Aston Valkyrie?
Same situation. It's going to be amazing. I want to hear it. I want to see it. Everything
I
like
want
that.
to hear it. I want to hear it.
I really...
Especially developed 6-litre V12 from Cosworth.
I mean, doesn't get better than that.
Also, have you seen the Singer 911 Safari car.
I saw it.
How
and
awesome
that
does
is-
that look?
That is like perfection of any. I don't want to say project car because it's not really okay. I suppose
Like
it
a
is
no, not you can't
resto
even
mod.
call it a resto mod. It's
Yeah.
basically like a project rally car.
It's just insanity in its best form. And there's nothing wrong with it. If you tell me there's something wrong with that car, then you can stop watching this video and leave, please. Thank you very much. Because that is just perfection.
For some reason, there's something about your odd, sort of obnoxious kind of cars that doesn't make sense. Like, let's take the G500 4x4 squared. Doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense, but it's
awesome.
perfect.
Now,
I mean, even the Beetle that we posted the other day as well, with the Subaru engine in. Something stupid like that. The wing is the size of this couch, probably. And it just works.
It just works.
But it's not supposed to.
So a 911 as a rally car, even though they did rally
I was
cars,
about to say they did rally cars like actually.
still awesome.
Yeah.
And I really want to see also.
But this is like a rally car on steroids.
But
I mean,
this
this thing is.
licensed. This can literally go do the
You can
Dakar
take your
with the
schools-
bar
You can
1000.
take your children to school with this car as well, probably, if you want to. I mean, just imagine no parking.
Well,
just jump over the.
yes, you're probably going to take one child at a time.
No, you strap the other one to the roof. It's fine.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Make them
of course, there's a lot
bite
of
onto the
space.
rims or something. Exactly. You see.
It's a utilitarian car.
Precisely.
It should be carrying
Dog on the
luggage.
bumper, wife on the boot, one child in the seats, and the other one on the roof.
There is a wing, like it's one of those wings where you can basically just slip through, like an old Supra wings. So you can just slip your legs through.
eat your McDonald's.
Easy fit.
Probably while someone is driving because the suspension of the
iron
thing
your
looks more
clothes
comfortable.
if you'd like.
Precisely. You see,
These are the type of
we just found out the best car ever.
these are the type of utilitarian cars we'd like to see on the road. Yeah.
Take
But
note, people. if you're
but
listening.
speaking of utilitarian cars, please proceed with our first award.
Our first award, it goes to alternative farmers cars. So you usually started with your Cruisers and your Hiluxes and
That's your normal farmer's cars.
your Fords if you're on a wine farm probably or something. I don't know. Fords. Meh. Anyway, point is, you have to have an alternative car. Whether it's the Mercedes that you got from your grandmother, C200 or 280 or whatever, or it's the brand new Defender. I mean, it's a good nomination for alternative car, I think, as well.
I mean, let's say buckies are wiped off the face of the earth. You
Yeah,
have
like-
to find something else.
SUVs or sedans or something. And another nomination as well for this category, and probably a very good car as well, is the GR Yaris.
GR Yaris.
I mean,
100%.
I'll see myself farming with the GR Yaris.
It's four-wheel drive.
It's four-wheel drive. It's got
It's
everything.
nippy, quick around the corners.
Precisely.
Will pull you
get,
out of the mud.
you get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the...
It has a manual, which is farmer's car.
exactly
Right? Yeah.
But I think the one that trumps, and this is not a YouTube, don't take this video down because I said Trump, but trumps this category is... okay.
And the winner of this
And the
award
winner
is
of this award is the Audi A6 Allroad.
the Audi A6 Allroad. So
The
this
3-liter
car,
V6 unit.
yes,
I mean-
turbocharged, doesn't come to South Africa, unfortunately. But it's
We get the A4,
basically
which
the
is still
perfect
fine,
car.
but yeah, A6. Yeah, like I've said as well, you know how we feel about wagons. So
Yeah.
I think just having a 3-liter V6
having a wagon,
plus wagon is
having four-wheel drive,
yeah,
having a massive boot at the back.
it's perfect.
Don't tell me you don't have enough space. You have even more space than the back of a bucky. You want to put your dog in? Put your dog in.
Put your dog in. Put your
your
seats
dog
flat.
in.
Put your dog in. Put
Yeah.
the grandmother in.
If you
put
really
your
need more space,
mother-in-law, everything.
Get a trailer.
Precisely.
Get a trailer. It has
Get your
a tow
trailer,
bar.
and then there you
So,
go.
I mean,
I mean-
if you don't want to put your dirty feet in it, like just wipe it off. What's your problem?
But keep your feet out the window while you're driving. It's an
You live
automatic
on a
probably as
farm.
well.
If you want to
so-
put your sheep in,
put your sheep
put
in.
your sheep in.
I mean, probably. You just take a vacuum cleaner
So,
and you...
Audi A6
I'm
Allroad.
pretty sure you'll be able to take a hose pipe and just spray out the inside of the car anyway. So.
Yeah.
But yes, the Audi A6 Allroad, I think it's what 335 horsepower? I mean,
It's a lot, and also very
more
quick.
than... I mean,
5.2
you can probably
seconds.
take a plow and plow
200.
the cornfields with the Audi A6.
Yeah,
Probably.
I have seen that before.
Yeah.
Last night actually when I dreamt it. But
Yes.
what's interesting is about this car is you have adjustable air suspension.
I was about to say that is one of the biggest
That's what
things.
trumps it.
Yeah.
Because if you have a rock in front of you, you can actually adjust the
Raise
suspension
yourself
to go
up.
over.
I mean,
Yeah. So
gives a new meaning to going to higher places.
if you need to
'cause-
drive over those dirty little foxes,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, stealing your sheep, then you can also do
then
that.
you just floor it, you core handbrake in and you just take it out. I mean,
so we have proven
simplicity.
there's no
and
need.
you don't need you need a license to drive, but you don't need a
Yes.
license to kill anything with
There
this
is
car.
a need
so
for a license, but there's no need for a bucky. That's a good one. Thank you, Luke.
Precisely. Yeah, no problem.
But on
Got
to
you
our
covered.
next award, Carl. So our next award is called the Polar Bear Freedom Fighter Award. So this goes for the green car, the safe
And
car.
we're not talking about the color, so the RSQ8 doesn't count, unfortunately.
Yes. Although this car I'm going to
Sorry
mention
about that.
has a cool green color.
Okay.
But anyway, we're
That's
going
fine.
for the Polar Bear Freedom Fighters, your electric cars, your go green, save the earth, anti-global warming
Anti-global
cars.
warming.
And of course, we have
It's
to
the
go.
6.2 Hemi engine.
Yes.
Definitely.
We have to go for the GR Yaris.
Definitely. The
That's
GR Yaris is the
what
winner
a
in
car.
that category. as well as the Defender.
Yes.
Exactly. So that's another winner.
No, but
Definitely the Polar Bear Freedom Fighter.
all,
Great.
all jokes aside, the winner of this award is the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. It is by far the best electric car we've seen in 2020.
It's fine, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, no, he does agree actually.
No, I agree. It's,
But-
I mean,
By far and away the best electric car we've seen in 2020. This is the sort of car that just solidifies the fact that electric cars is part of the future, and it also can be fun. So, I mean, if anyone was to make a fun electric car,
I feel this
very
is
capable electric car, it would be
the
Porsche.
shape of this car is what the Panamera should have looked like
Yeah.
when it first came out.
Interesting
this
about the
is-
Panamera also.
Good looking. I mean, it's a stunning car.
I do agree, especially the lines of the Mission E, like the concept. It was awesome. I think they did very well making the production car very similar. But a very powerful car. The Turbo S being the top level, even though it doesn't have turbo, has about 560 kilowatt and 1,050 Newton meters of torque on overboost, which is more than enough.
But
if
with this car, you will pull the Audi and the plow,
yes,
and then
and your sheep.
and your sheep.
And
But
if
don't
you
put a
need,
sheep in it because the interior is more expensive than
yeah, I don't think you'll
a
fit a
spare
sheep.
wheel. Maybe if you sell a spare wheel, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, I think you'll probably lose your service plan if you put in a sheep in a
I
Taycan.
also think so. Yeah.
But it has unbelievable power. As I said, it's very, very expensive. So the top of the range Turbo SE Hybrid Panamera costs about 3.5 million rand.
Mm-hmm.
The Turbo S Taycan starts at 4 million. So very expensive. But hey, this is your best car award.
mean-
Who cares? Who cares?
Who complains?
So I'm very much for this car. I'll have this car in a heartbeat above any other Tesla.
Yeah.
But in South Africa, it
I'm,
doesn't make sense because we just don't have the infrastructure now. So on to your next award.
The car that is the most likely to be parked horribly. And it's just that person, whether it's the wife of someone that got a car, it's the person themselves, or it's the children driving the car around, and you get to a parking spot and that guy is further out of the parking spot than Antarctica is from the Sahara.
It is
Like the
agitated.
distance in between, you can play a rugby game.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Between the car and the curb.
And usually,
Because-
some say that these cars also don't have blinkers or flickers.
There we go.
They don't have indicators.
And by now you'll obviously know what brand we're talking about, and it's
Yeah.
obviously the GR Yaris.
the GR Yaris is such an amazing
It's
car.
such an
People
amazing
for some
car,
reason
and they just
can't
park it horribly.
And the other car we also want to
Is the Defender.
Yeah.
That's the other
So
car.
that, I mean, it's a very big car.
I mean, it's a big car, and you can't park it,
yeah.
and you probably you want to give it some space because you
Yeah.
might just drive over the curb. But okay, no. But
the
serious,
true award
the
goes
true
to
award goes to the BMW X7, the land yacht of all land yachts.
the 5 meter in length, the
Boat.
2 meter
The-
in width, the 1.8 meter in height. Absolute land
Just-
yacht, as I said.
A massive car.
And the thing is, why we say the X7 is your typical BMW owners,
Don't
So
use your
especially-
indicators.
especially where we live,
Yeah.
your X5s and so, even your 5 Series or 3 Series, if you want to be, if you find yourself lucky, they just can't park properly in parallel parking. They don't use the indicators, and it just
They
creates
just
a
can't
mess.
do it. So that's why they always either on the sidewalk or they just stop in the road wherever they want to, which probably isn't a bad thing because people are too afraid to drive into the car because they are so expensive.
Yeah. And-
So
And do
maybe
other
it's to your
serious,
benefit.
do other serious nominations is also two BMW, so Rolls-Royce Ghost and the M8 Grand Coupe, because they're
Two
two.
BMWs.
Yes, they are basically two BMWs.
Yeah, okay.
So if you want to have a car that irritates people, that can't be parked properly, that doesn't have indicators, that just irritates people and frustrates people
There you
on
have
the
it.
daily, get yourself a BMW. There is a dealership near you.
Yeah. I was about to
Um,
say there's one just down the road. We'll send the location. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah, there will be somewhere near you. So your next...
As well as a mental institute, but that's fine.
yes, nearby.
Nearby.
So the next award goes to the Close But No Cigar Award. So what we want to illustrate through this award is there are certain cars that a lot of hype is created around and a lot of expectation is created, but then it just doesn't live up to that sort of expectation. You know, maybe it has the stats and the figures and the whatever specifications, but it just doesn't live up to the expectation that was set before it. And there are basically two cars who made nominees, but didn't make the award. But the first one is the Toyota GR Yaris.
I mean,
it is such a good car, but
there was a big hype, and there's fake engine noise in the interior and everything. And it was just,
I'd rather have a normal Yaris.
I agree. I'd rather have a normal Yaris than the GR Yaris. And then obviously
no fake sound.
Yeah, no fake sound. Like
4 doors.
Precisely. It's way more practical.
Yeah, and the other car is also the Defender.
I mean, big hype of a new design and everything, but it just doesn't
look the part.
It's expensive. It just looks weird.
Big.
It's too big. It breaks down. Land Rover reliability. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
But the Land Rover also being created in Britain, we go to its British counterpart or sister or brother company, if you want to call it that. And we go to McLaren.
Oh, okay, sorry.
McLaren. And the McLaren 765 LT. Now, why we say this wins the award for the Close But No Cigar is mainly because it has unbelievable speed. Yes, it has unbelievable performance. But in terms of driving pleasure and just the vibe it creates around driving it and enjoying it is not what its predecessors did. So even your 720S, your 675 LT especially, were amazing cars, great on the road, great on the track, and very enjoyable. You know, a lot of hype and praise around those cars. But the 765 LT is one too much.
Yeah.
The guys who really found enjoyment out of this is your Chris Harris, your Mark Webbers, your racing car drivers out of, in this world.
Your Martin Kortzes, like.
Yes, those kind of guys, because they can actually drive this car properly.
Yeah, exactly. They know how to push
9
it.
tenths.
And make no mistake, it's a stunning car. I mean, like, if someone comes up to you and says, hey, you want this?
It looks wild.
It looks ridiculous. I mean, like in Largo, anything. I mean.
Yeah, Navita cars, yeah. So, unfortunately, this car just didn't live up to the expectation in terms of enjoyment. But it takes nothing away out of the pure engineering and technical genius that goes into the making of this car. So, yeah, anyway, that was mine. Do you still have one left? I think you have
I still have one left, yeah. I shouldn't like it, but I do.
Yeah.
It's a car that, when you see it in its... the pre-stage just before it's released, and you see pictures,
pre-production,
everything, and then you think, nah, it's not going to work, and it comes out, and then you look at it, and you're like, no, it still doesn't work, and then 2 weeks later you say, hang on, it's not supposed to work, but it's working, and then in a month you have the poster up against your wall because you think, jeepers, this thing is amazing, but in your back of your head, your mind is still going, no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't.
It's actually wrong.
It's like sacrilege. You can't do it, and the first nomination that we have for that is the GR Yaris.
The GR Yaris. I mean,
looked at the car and it looked horrible.
You shouldn't like a Yaris.
You shouldn't like a Yaris. That's the thing. You should not like a Yaris. If you like a Yaris, then you've got a problem.
Yeah.
And the other nomination
is the Chevrolet Corvette. Or what?
Sorry. No,
Corvette. Yes, the Corvette. Yes.
The Corvette as
shouldn't like the Corvette, but
shouldn't like it, but you do.
The new one, especially, for some reason, there's just something that says it's a mid-engine Corvette, and it actually works, and it does well.
It's not supposed to work. Or just do like Dodge and put the same Hemi engine in all your cars. It's not supposed to work, but it does.
It does, and also you shouldn't like it because it's American.
Precisely.
But there's just something
you just want it. The Defender is as well. The Defender, it's not supposed to be redesigned and everything. It's not supposed to be so capable and high-tech.
It's not supposed to be so good-looking.
Yeah, but still... You sit with the thing and you think, wow, I really want this car.
Everyone's ranting about it.
Exactly.
But you're actually enjoying it.
Precisely. But the winner of this category, it's 2 cars, but they were released at the same time, so it counts, is the M3 and M4.
Yes. Especially the competition packages.
Yes, yeah. With all the added additions and everything else.
I totally agree. Tell us about it.
Just the 2, I think they tried going back to the old school grille. I mean, the 2002. That kind of grill.
You said the M3 is kind of...
You look at it and you think, wow, I can lose a foot in a grill like that.
Yeah.
And if someone drives over me, my body will disappear and my legs will stay on there because the grill just goes and then it's gone.
Quite a few stacks can fit on that grill.
Yeah. So that twin turbocharged 3-liter inline 6 engine. Was it 473 horsepower?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
In the
more-
normal guys, and then you get
you
the
get
competition package
which
being like
boost-
510
yeah.
horsepower.
pushes us up a bit. But
Good performance, 0 to 100, something like 3.8, 3.9.
yeah, I think all around the M3 and M4 have always been classics and proper cars and a very good baseline to start off in certain categories. So I think they did well with this. But like I said, it takes a while to get used to it. And I was also very apprehensive in the beginning when I saw the first one. And I saw one on the road. It drove past me and I thought, wow, okay.
It's quite a looker.
This is
And it does
nice.
grow me.
And then I was still thinking, I don't know. And the M4 looks better than the M3, 2-door over the 4-door.
Yeah, the coupe, I agree.
But then I saw another one in the showroom again, and it was standing next to, I think, a X5 or something. And you just look at it and you think, wow, it's
Yeah.
big. It's not small. It's quite big.
Yeah.
I must say, the cars, the size of them, they're quite hectic.
I think it's about 160 kilograms heavier than its predecessor, which is quite heavy.
Yeah. So, yeah, you shouldn't like the car because it's not supposed to look so shockingly horrible in a good way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
just I
So
don't
wild
know.
in an elegant way.
yeah, exactly. It's
But there are two other aspects of these cars that actually make it so likable. One is it retains a 6-speed manual, if you'd like to have it.
Yep.
It has 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive options.
Yeah.
So probably will have the MX drive, which is awesome. Which gives you basically the choice to have 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive sort of simultaneously. Just switch it off, go into drift mode, and enjoy a tire smoking heaven, because that's what M3s and your cars like your C63s, your mid-engine super saloons are
You
made.
are the guy that pitches up at a car meet and you take a corner too fast and you break a rear axle because you hit the side curb. That kind of thing.
We know that video.
We know that video.
We know that video.
Well,
Just don't be that guy.
don't be that guy. Just buy your M3 and M4 and drive it in a Mercedes kind of way. Not in a BMW fashion, please.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
So-
Thank you.
In terms of elegance,
No,
there's no elegance.
no.
No, it's just wild. It just looks good.
It's just
Just
there's nothing.
obnoxious. But hey, it's like fire breathing. Like everything is just like crazy, like a rock band on fire.
It's like the president is coming to your house for dinner and you want to take him to show you the farm or whatever and you take him in a cruiser. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the M3 and M4. You just don't take it as an elegant. It's a monster.
It's a monster.
It's there to be driven like a madman.
it's
Maniac,
going
you should
to
be
bite
pulled
you.
over at least 4 times a day.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
So we have one award left, which is the ultimate, on the Overrun car of the year 2020. Now, please
Obviously,
remember,
it's the Defender.
these are no. So these are only cars that were released in the year 2020. So of course, there's only one car that could have won this award if it was an all-time car
All
of the
time,
year.
yeah, definitely.
And
it's
let's
the-
say it in okay.
Okay, one.
3, 2, 1. A63.
GR Yaris.
Yes. Okay. We didn't chat about this, but anyway.
Okay.
So GR Yaris, of course, the GR Yaris was a nominee. In all seriousness,
No, like genuinely,
for some reason, nobody knew about this car coming, and it just made waves.
it
So-
just surprised everyone, surpassed all expectations, and just went for it.
What Toyota tried to do with this car is basically take the rally GR Yaris, which they would like to go rallying with, and made a homologation car. So they stripped everything out and added things on to make it road-worthy. So they started with a rally car, went down to the road car, so that it could be a compelling package, and it is. It's 70% of its parts differs from the normal Yaris. Like, you can't even call it a Yaris, actually.
Yeah, you can.
So unbelievable car, made a lot of headwaves.
Jeremy Clarkson said the drum.
Yes. Yeah. So unbelievable car, and also, in all seriousness, the Defender, because I don't know about you, but my opinion changed quite rapidly.
Yeah.
I actually find a lot of favor in the Defender.
No, I think
looks,
it looks.
how big it
it's,
is,
it's massive. Make no mistake,
capability.
and it's the same thing that I described now earlier. Is when you see it in pictures and stuff, and you think, oh no, this is not a Defender because it doesn't look like the old, and they change it completely. And that was the whole point. It's not the old Defender. It's
Yeah.
a brand new design, brand new. It's got how many onboard computers? 84, something ridiculous. It just processes everything at light speed. It's a very capable car. It's still a luxurious thing, and it's still this dominant driving position, as Matt Watson says, looking down on the peasants.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling that you still get from this car, and I've got no fault with it, to be
Yeah.
honest, except for reliability.
Yeah, I think
That's the only thing, but that has been a Land Rover sickness for years, and it hasn't stopped them from producing fantastic cars.
still everybody wants to drive.
Everyone wants
to.
to, yeah, exactly. They want to drive a Land Rover. They just keep
Yeah.
on going and going.
So I think in terms of reliability, time will tell. But what I really like about this car is it's the best version of a modern rendition of a classic utilitarian car, which you can
Although
basically
the
go
Ineos
anywhere.
Grenadier is also a good competitor for that.
That's coming, and that is a big favorite of us also. But that
like
is
that a
coming.
lot.
But anyway, so drum roll please. OTO car of the year is the BMW M2 CS. So this car sort of lightly made its way into the scenes last year September, and it was tested by a few journalists and so. But basically, I think since the original M2 launched, this was the car that BMW longed for. This was the car that BMW M fanatics wanted for such a long time, because they just didn't deliver on the promises they made, on the expectations that was made because of previous cars. So the M2 came out, and it was just this amazing, compelling package of this sort of short wheelbase car, rear wheel drive, strong engine in front, and just so easy to drive, chuckable, very enjoyable. And the M2 CS is just the high end, most sporty.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, there's no complaints in the sound department of that car.
Yeah, even though it has the new fuel particulate filters and everything,
All the emission
still
standards and all that
it sounds
nonsense.
very raspy. You can always plug a Krapovich engine on it, engine.
Engine? The Krapovich
Exhaust.
makes engines?
A Krapovich exhaust.
Surprise, everyone. This is a big reveal. Krapovich makes engines.
Can't even believe it.
Wow.
Even though it's 200,000 rand, that's minor details.
You drive a BMW, you don't care, man. You live in your car, obviously.
You live in your car.
Obviously.
You don't have houses, you drive BMW.
Precisely.
Because you have a lot of fines.
That's the thing.
And you'll probably go to
you're
prison.
replacing your rear axle every 3 months, and you've got no spare wheel because you sold it for the drugs. I mean, the fuel you consume.
The
There we
blinker
go.
fluid. Because
Blinker
that
fluid.
always runs out.
BMWs need a lot of blinker fluid.
Yes.
Exactly.
So a lot of power, 331 kilowatt, 500 newton meters, or 550 newton meters of torque, enough to burn your rubbers in about 6 to 7 seconds, depending on how hard you press the throttle.
Exactly.
So
You floor it, and then you replace your pedals as well every now and again, because the amount of other people that drive in your car, bare feet shoes or work boots. Probably not work boots. I doubt that.
yeah,
Maybe you go farming with a BMW, but that won't work.
I don't think it's rear
Put
wheel
a
drive.
sheep in a. Oh, it's rear wheel drive.
It's rear wheel drive. It's too small. You can't really put your sheep in it. That's
You can't
scaffolding
put your.
inside.
That's the thing. The scaffolding inside to keep you upright is a bit of a problem. It gets
Yeah.
in the way of the sheep. So.
But there are two things of this car I actually absolutely love, and one part of this car that
The
isn't
headlamps.
basically in the headlamps.
The headlamps.
That basically you find in any other performance car is excessive use of carbon fiber.
Yes.
Carbon
We like
fiber
carbon
roof,
fiber.
carbon fiber interior,
The
carbon
wing,
fiber side
the mirrors,
carbon fiber fake vents,
fake vents.
carbon fiber exhaust tips,
Yeah.
carbon fiber license plate,
Really?
carbon
Is the
fiber
license
aerial,
wow.
carbon
I
fiber
did not know that.
garage, carbon fiber
Toilet
kids.
seat.
I'm joking.
I mean, carbon fiber kids can work because they don't talk back. I mean,
and
that's
carbon
fine.
fiber kids don't talk back. Anyway, carbon fiber excessively used in this car, which just goes to show it's a performance car. A lot of carbon fiber, lighter weight, especially because the carbon fiber roof, it has a lower center of gravity, which just means more controlled drifting. And also,
which for BMW drivers is a very important thing because you have
controlled
to drift.
drifting is very important for BMW
It's
driver.
like you put it on a CV when you apply for a job and you drive a BMW. I can do
It's so
controlled
true.
drifting.
That is something you can put on your CV.
Exactly. I mean,
you go around
you get a
the
diploma
corner-
for it if I'm not mistaken.
If you've
replaced your fourth rear axle,
That's true.
you get a certificate to say I can drift.
Yeah.
Controlled.
Apparently, BMW drivers, when they buy their first M car, if they can consecutively drift 3 corners and end up with the same car at the end of that 3 corners, they're basically a pro driver.
They get a lifetime warranty at BMW
yeah,
but only
they're
in-
basically a pro driver.
in Durban. It doesn't work in Cape Town, unfortunately. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Streets are a bit narrow.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a problem
Yeah.
because there's too many Mercedes in Cape Town. In Durban, there's a lot of BMW.
And how good does the gold wheels look? The bronze
Gold wheels. copper, bronze, or gold is perfect, and especially if you
I
cover
think
the
it's
whole
such a
car.
winner.
If you cover the whole car in gold, then you have our respect. You can come and we'll do an episode with you if your BMW is completely covered in gold.
Yes. If you can, basically wrap your BMW in gold, get bronze or gold wheels, excessive use of carbon fiber, those kind of the average.
Then I will
BMW
make you
owner.
the godfather of my children.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So Luke's very serious about this. Just give him a call. I'll
we have
put
to.
his number down there.
We have to be serious. I'll put my number there. You send me a picture of your gold wheels, and then we'll do an episode with you. This is a lucky draw. I'll go through a few photos of people with gold wheels.
But
And
anyway,
at least one gold tooth, at least.
yes,
Needs to balance out, because if you bite onto your wheels when you're going around the corner, you need to be able to grip.
Yeah. If
You know,
someone takes
gold
a
is
video, it should
exactly.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to recap on the awards we've given away, sort of given away. Our first one is the best alternative farmer's car. Goes to the Audi A6 Allroad. The most likely to be parked horribly.
X7.
Your BMW X7 mom's car.
Soccer
And
mom.
then your Polar Bear Freedom Fighter. Your Porsche Taycan Turbo S.
6.2 ME. Oh, sorry.
Yes, sorry, not the Hellcat.
Sorry,
Yeah. I shouldn't like it, but I do.
Yeah. Is the
M3 M4.
Yeah.
So not the GR Yaris. Close but no cigar. McLaren 765 LT.
35.
Yes, that's also.
That's also another thing.
That's
I forgot
also
about.
another car
This
that
is a
could have
little,
been.
that could have been with.
But didn't get the award. And
Archie
then
Hamilton, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. And then the car of the year is the BMW M2 CS, but very, very closely followed up by the GR Yaris and the Defender.
And the
In
Defender.
all seriousness.
Yeah, and it was past the jokes and everything, dead serious about those two. I know it's a bit of a controversial thing to say that, but come at us.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll take it.
So I really hope you enjoyed this insightful, informative, analytic, knowledgeable, wise, insightful, understandable.
Keep going.
Intricate, interesting, elegant,
so insightful one more
enchanted, insightful,
there we go.
Yeah, enriched,
yes, matured,
favored,
and flavored,
spiced.
Yes, I'm getting hungry now. Jeepers.
Yeah. Want to go get a burger or something?
Yeah, let's go get a burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, while we go get a burger.
Get a burger.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing Luke again.
Better. I'm coming for you.
Hopefully in the future, sometime a year from now, we can do another award ceremony with you.
When I'm not working like a madman.
Yeah, but it'll only get worse.
Yeah, it will only get worse.
That is just adult life.
I've signed a contract and now I've signed my life away.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm just joking. I should keep quiet now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. we're going to go get a burger. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying. Please share this if you enjoyed this for some reason. If you did enjoy this, that's truly amazing.
My prayers are with you.
Such a miracle. And,
I was about to say, I mean, jeepers.
Yeah.
Your life must suck.
Well... Yeah, let's not bog down on the details. Anyway,
it's a joke. Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you focus on cars. Hope you continue to have a passion for cars. Continue to invest your time into cars, because it's way better investing your time in cars than
buying drugs.
Then buy drugs.
Because it's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper to like cars than to buy drugs.
Yes, that's true.
Precisely.
Hope you had a good one.
Cheers. Guys.